Quick disclaimer, I have some family commitments this week, so I'm not able to put out many morning encouragements each day. But when I tested this show initially, I did it on my mailing list on Substack, davidhoare.substack.com, to sign up, please do. And so I kind of tested this show, a small focus group, just to see if they enjoyed it, which they did. Now you get to see it. So rather than just not put out any mini morning encouragements this week, I am giving you those episodes that only a few people have seen from a few weeks ago. I hope you enjoy them. If there's anything that you want to respond to from like questions or comments or what have you, please still respond to them. I'll read out comments later on. But I hope you enjoy this retro episode of Waking Up with a Hoare.
WUWAH.
Good morning. I hope you slept well. It's optimistic to think that this dog will stay here for the entire recording. But in the meantime, we'll see how we get on. She gets confused when I start talking to someone that isn't there. You just going to perch yourself down there? Where are you off to? Oh, she's gone. Hello, my name is David. I can't say my surname in the first minute of the episode because you're not allowed to swear. The algorithm doesn't like it if you swear in the first minute. So I'll give you some gentle encouragement instead. I hope you've got out of bed. If you haven't yet, give it a go when you're ready. Put some clothes on as well if that's the sort of thing you like to do. Maybe try and have some vitamin C, vitamin D, some fiber, set your day up all right. Have you had a hot drink yet? Do you have a hot drink in the morning? Let me know in the comments. Like, what is your hydration in the morning? I find personally that I want a glass of water, but also I want tea and I have coffee afterwards. I don't like having coffee first. I feel like coffee first is a bit too much of a slap in the face before. And I find tea is a little bit more... Is affectionate the right word? Soothing? Just a little bit more gentle than just immediately like waking up and having a coffee and being like, oh, okay then. I did sort of intend to have a coffee before I recorded this, but I haven't. Is that a minute? I have received many comments with people just being like, I can't work out what a minute is. It's because I go to a different page, so I can't actually see how long I've recorded for. And also sometimes I leave pauses in, like I press record, and then there'll be a little gap, and then you don't need to know. This is behind the scenes. If you go watch the behind the scenes of Jurassic Park, it's like dinosaur animatronics going wrong. If you get the behind the scenes of this, it's just me going, ooh, which is basically the same. My name is David Hoare, and welcome to Waking Up with a Hoare.
Waking up with a Hoare. Waking up with a Hoare. Waking up with a Hoare.
How my morning's gone. I got out of bed in 25 minutes today. Yeah. And then I went back to bed for a further 15 minutes. Had a little bit more of a dog cuddle with my dog.
Good morning. Hello. Good morning, Nelly.
Had some chia batter toast when I finally did get out of bed and some tea. Had my medication and supplements. Check me out. And then I watched some Wheezy Waiter. I kind of forget how much Wheezy Waiter has influenced my life. I think it's kind of weird to think about like how much a YouTuber who I pretty much just started watching because I liked his silly videos like about bananas and stuff. And now I'm like, I've been watching him since, I don't know, 2011 maybe. And now I've changed so much of what I've done because he's done the hard work of investigating things. I don't think he's more of an influencer than what actual influencers say they are. In the same way that reality TV isn't actually reality and influencers aren't actually influencers. God, that was far too deep. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean this is supposed to be an encouraging thing, not me having a bit of a breakdown. Do you guys watch Wheezy Waiter? Do you like Wheezy Waiter? He started out just doing silly morning videos, a bit like this. And then he did kind of motivational videos about how he was becoming a minimalist, a bit like this. And then now he does like 30-day experiments, which I shall not be doing because ADHD is strong. I also journaled this morning. I felt very groggy when I woke up. I have accidentally got into the habit of going to bed at 3:30 again because I came back a bit wired from a gig, which I'll get into, but I haven't had that sort of like adrenaline come down for a bit, and I was really craving adrenaline. So it's just nice to sort of ride it out. And also because I've been going to the gym a bit more, I think maybe the runs I have been doing. I'm trying not to make a diarrhea joke. I've been going to the gym and just doing like 15 minutes worth of running on a treadmill whilst watching the X-Files. Maybe that's given me slightly more norepinephrine and dopamine, which is what an ADHD brain is lacking in. Also, I've kind of just thought maybe it'd be better rather than trying to decide whether I go to the gym each morning. It's like, just go, do 15 minutes. Don't be like trying to figure out what's the best way to do the best routine. Just go do that. And maybe just knowing what I need to do without having to think about it too much. It's just a bit easier to do even when I'm groggy. Like, I felt like I wanted to not have a monotonous life and didn't want to have like a normal routine when I was younger. And so I was like, I'll just do, different things each day. And what I'm starting to realize is that maybe I actually just didn't want to live in the corporate world. And I don't think I do. I guess I do a bit. I was about to start singing like Material World. We are living in a corporate world, and I am a corporate whore. Give me a cheer if you're a nerd. Give me a cheer if you like the band Rush. Not enough of you. Okay, guys, you're all nerds. Yes, I can see you're all nerds. I can see you. I should not point the laser pointer at you. I'll guide you. You're all nerds, and you should all listen to Rush, because check out slide 2. Rush are fucking nerds. This is what this talk is about, by the way. Everyone else is like, oh, science and facts. I'm literally just going to tell you for a while why Rush are fucking nerds. If you don't know the band Rush, they're a Canadian prog rock band. What I intend to do today. Today, I need to hoover, because I didn't hoover yesterday. If you're watching yesterday, you'll see that I mentioned that my girlfriend was like, can you hoover at some point this weekend? On the weekend just gone. And I said, yes. And then every day so far this week, I've said, I'll do it tomorrow. So I have to do it today, because we live in an unhoovered house. I'm also going to go to the gym, watch some more X-Files whilst running on a treadmill. I need to promote Chops Comedy. We've got Ahir Shah, the wonderful comedian Ahir Shah, who's been on Mock of the Week, QI, live at the Apollo. He's got a show on Netflix. He has won the Edinburgh Prize. He's got his new show. He's about to go do a tour of it soon. He's doing a work in progress preview. He's doing 2 actually on Sunday the 14th of September at Chops Comedy in Bedminster. Tickets via Head First. So there's some promo, but also I need to do some Instagram and mailing list promo for that, because Ahir Shah is amazing and people want to come see him. Come see him at my gig. He's great. He's also a man that's influenced my life quite interestingly. I hope it doesn't seem like I'm just name dropping him. He's just a lovely man. He was like the 3rd person to ever come headline Chops. And I was telling him about how I might go do half an hour or 45 minutes at the Fringe. I'd only ever done 20 minutes at the Fringe at that point. This was 2019. And he was like, just go do an hour. Just go do it. Why are you wasting your time? Just go do it. If you do 45-minute show, what's the difference between that and doing an hour? It's just 15 minutes. And all you need to do is write 5 minutes a month, and then you've got a new hour. And I just had somebody just stood in front of me, not because he wanted to be like life-changing, but just because he was looking at me like, sort your fucking shit out. Just tell me very simple things. And I went, oh, okay. And I actually weirdly have a photo of that exact moment. Somebody was just taking photo of Chops. I'll see if I can find it and post it on this bit. I also might forget to do that. Giving myself more editing is a fucking stupid thing to do when I'm ADHD as fuck. Also tomorrow for me, but today for you. So go look at your music software that you listen to music on, your streaming software. Is that what they call it? Go listen to the platform you use for music. My new single is out. Branching Audio is the name I released instrumental music under. There's a track called And There You Go. Here's a clip.
He had an idea.
I'm really, really happy and proud of that piece of music. I hope you like it. It's kind of down-tempo, lemon jelly-ish music, and I can't believe I finally put it out in the world. And I need to finish the rest of the album so I can put it out on September the 5th. there might even be another single next Friday. But as of recording right this second, I haven't finished it. But hopefully I'll have finished it and uploaded it so that it can be released next Friday. I also intend to upload the set I did yesterday. More on that in a second. I also might try and upload, we've got a backlog of Is This Enough episodes, but we've kind of just taken our foot off the gas immensely. If you live near London, James O'Donoghue, my co-host on Is This Enough podcast, is doing their show at the Camden Fringe. It's at Aces and Eights at 8 o'clock on Sunday, the 3rd of August. It's a show called Supervillain Origin Story. James is one of the funniest people I know and just one of my favorite human beings. Please go see their show if you live or are able to go to Aces and Eights in the Camden Fringe this Sunday. It's about the parallels between all the crazy stuff that's happened in James's life mixed with the DC Universe film franchise. And it's both really silly and really meaningful. And I think you'll love it. And also, I'm hopefully going to see my friend Joey this evening.
And then they just went on tour, writing the second album in a van. Just like guitar in a van, and they do it. The old drummer had written the lyrics to the first album, which was mostly about like shagging and having a job. Literally. And they were like, we need someone to write the lyrics. And this new drummer spent the whole time in the van reading, like a fucking nerd. So they were like, do you want to write lyrics? And he was like, okay. So their second album, they had songs like Rhythmdale. Have you heard of Lord of the Rings? Of course you have, you fucking nuts!
How did yesterday go? Yesterday, I went to the gym, which was fine. We had a fire alarm test here, which scared my dog no end. So she was nervous all afternoon, but we managed to calm her down a bit later on. I spent all afternoon after that preparing for the Bristol No Show, which was at the Wardrobe. It was basically like a science and knowledge comedy event. And everybody else was doing talks about like, it's like art and creativity and all this sort of stuff. And people were talking about Kepler's law and astrophysics and all this other stuff like bee colonies and sheep herding. And I basically just decided that I was in a room with a bunch of nerds and I was like, you're nerds, why don't you listen to Rush? So I did a whole set about how much Rush are just massive nerds.
Why? Because Rush are fucking nerds! Fantastic. Now, this third album was written whilst the band were higher than Snoop Dogg and Aladdin. So it didn't perform well critically or commercially, and so the record label were like, you get one more chance to write an album, and if it doesn't go well, no more record deal for you. And also, stop writing songs like fucking nerds. Write normal songs, please. And Rush went, okay, great, cool. And then they went away, and the first song on their new album was 20 minutes long.
So I'm going to upload that set this afternoon, hopefully, so you can see the whole thing. I've obviously peppered this with a few clips from that as well. This is the last one of these that's being uploaded just to Substack, I think. Hopefully next week my first guest episode will come out on Monday, and then I'll have 4 other episodes of my morning like this. Thank you so much for watching this on Substack. It's given me a great amount of feedback and gusto and impetus to get this going. It's an idea I've had for ages. I'm really enjoying just getting up and just getting some creativity going, trying to give you some variety of motivation in the morning, which is what I want to do, giving myself a bit of motivation in the morning and having somewhere just to like go like, here is some ideas to just be creative. I find that a lot of modern creativity is supposed to be like, you find the one thing that you do and just do that over and over and over again. And you see so many people on social media who've got like one move on their content, and you can see them initially being like, oh, it worked, I'm going to do this over and over again. And then like 6 months later, they're still doing the same thing, but they're just dead behind the eyes. So let's see if that happens to me.
The second song is called Red Barchetta on the album, and it's a sci-fi fantasy about a dystopian future in which cars are banned, but the protagonist's uncle has a secret car where he drives on weekends. It gets chased by a giant robot car.
I hope you have a very simple day, have some meals, maybe do some stretching, Get important things done, but don't over worry about the other things. Tell the people in your life that you love them, and I will hopefully see you next week. My name is David Hoare. Thank you for waking up with a Hoare.
Try and have an adequate day. Meet your basic needs and don't be a dick.